All 14 teams have been split into two conferences, the East and the West. And two teams will be making their debut, while two will be returning to action this year. Like the IFL, the CIF will see two new teams come into the league in 2022 as the Tropics and the Rapid City Marshals will be playing for the first time. The league will be welcoming two new teams in 2022 as the SoCal Red Tails will be playing out of Industry, California, just outside of Los Angeles, and the Washington Elite will be replacing the Yakima Canines, who were removed from the league after last season. The Billings Outlaws also returned for the first time since 2010, and will be looking for their fourth championship in franchise history. Meanwhile, the Pirates are playing their season opener and are ranked in the top 10 of the ABA, so the Wolves will be looking for not just an upset win, but also their first win of the season. Both teams scored on their opening possessions, and the Pirates added a field goal to take a 10-6 lead, but towards the end of the first quarter, Vegas added another touchdown to take a 13-12 lead into the second quarter. Alejandro Benefield scored two rushing touchdowns for the Pirates in the beginning, but the Steamboats took control in the second quarter and held a 10-point lead heading into the locker room. In Week 9, the Pirates defeated the San Diego Strike Force by a final score of 51-30, led by Alejandro Benefield's 5 total touchdowns, 3 passing, 2 of which went to Thomas Owens, and 2 rushing. Quarterback Alejandro Benefield threw 4 touchdowns in the first half, 2 of which to Thomas Owens, but at the end of the game, with the team down 6, Benefield took a sack and got injured, and Mike Glass III came in and threw the game-winning touchdown to Isaac Zito with about 30 seconds remaining. Despite 2 turnovers by quarterback Mike Glass III and a turnover on downs by the Pirates offense, it was their defense that kept them in the game and held the Bucs to a field goal late to keep the score at 25-20. Albany maintained possession and went on to score the next 41 points in this game en route to their dominant win here tonight. The Empire won their second consecutive National Premier League championship and their third championship overall in the last 4 years, earning them the crown of a dynasty. Here in Crompton Park in downtown Worcester, where locals come out to play basketball and participate in other different activities such as beanbag toss and an event called Fitness in the Park, which is held here weekly. First down, going to hand off to number 10, and a big hole. The first play of the game, big hole for number 10, and there he goes. On the first play from scrimmage, touchdown, Southern Vermont Storm. What a way to start the game for Southern Vermont. Second and 12, Bushy throws. Wide open, caught, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Wildcats. Yes, touchdown Worcester. And a great play there by Tim Bushy, finding number 2 for the touchdown, and they're on the board first here in East Providence, Rhode Island. Diego, hands off, big hole in the middle for the right back, 20. There he goes, down the sideline. Number 20's going to go, there he goes, down the sideline, still going, he's going to score. Touchdown, Mass Warriors, we have our first score of the game. What a run there from Robert Williams. The kick is off, it is a nice kick. Caught about the 10-yard line. To the 20, 30. Inside the 40, still going. Spinning tackles. And there he goes. No way. Are you kidding me? Like I said. Touchdown. Southern Vermont. Whistles are blowing. Pandemonium here in Holyoke. Oh my goodness. Michael home with the touchdown. But the refs, they're calling it back. We're going to keep. Eberhardt for the touchdown, and the Western Mass Blitzen Bears have won this football game in overtime. Final score 34-28. Here come the Wolves. Here's Law. There's Carlson for 3 again. Bang! Second 3 for Taylor Carlson. Coming off the bench. Fritzen for 3. Bang! And here come the Wolves now with the 3s of their own. They're doing a great job knocking down 3s themselves. Making it a 6-point game. Turnover. Here come the Wave again. Another 3. Gets it to go. And a 9-0 run for the Wave. King continuing to dominate. The Wolves continuing to just struggle at this point. Here in the second quarter, they look to pick it up. Game progresses. Another 3. Bang! A 13-0 run by the Kings. What a second quarter for New Hampshire. And watch out there. That's almost went out. Call for a backcourt violation. Fritzen for 3. Gets it to go. 21-point lead for the Wolves here in the the first half. Shot is blocked by Tavares. Alley-oop to Law. Boom! That man has a family. Dunk of the year for Dante Law. Oh my goodness. Loses it. In transition, blocks. What a play there for Aaron Williams. Getting the block. Law to the basket, gets it to go on the other side. And there's another dominant play there for the Wolves. Williams with the block. Law with the basket. Very interesting story. Marsh, 3. Another one for Johnny Marsh. 12 points for Johnny Marsh. 4 for 4 from the three-point line. Stolen by Mitchell. Great job there by Charles Mitchell, who loses it himself. Gets it back. Now going to the basket. Has to get it outside to Fritzen. Fritzen for 3. Bang! And the foul! What a play there for the Wolves. Here comes Tavares with the ball for the Wolves. In transition, one guy to beat. To the basket. Layup. No good. And another block shot there for the elite defense. You guys are both 4-0. Both these teams here tonight are 4-0. What's going to take for you guys to get to 5-0?
I think the team that doesn't turn the ball over tonight probably will have the victory tonight. I think it'll come down to turnovers. I think we've got two really good clubs. We've been battling the last 3 or 4 games, and they've all been tight games, so I expect very similar tonight.
So the guys' first day of practice that you had been watching film from last season, all of season long, and you felt like a student learning the game all over again. What did you learn that you probably didn't know from last year?
Well, I think we've really kind of taken being able to exploit more of our personnel that we had. I think we didn't take full advantage of their potentials. So that's certainly one of the things, really being able to utilize our players in better situations.
You're often struggling in the first half, but it looked like they got back together in the second half. What did you see? What was the difference between the first and second halves?
Honestly, it was coming together as a family because we never blame each other on the side. Like our defense, we had Amp in there, on the sideline, kind of like, pumping us up.
So you guys were down 13, not once but twice. How were you able to come back and get your first victory?
We picked up the energy and we trusted each other and we hustled. We played like dogs.
You guys kept it close in the first 3 quarters. What changed in the fourth quarter?
I think just effort. I think heart. I think, we talked about a lot how we can execute in the timeouts and in the huddles, and we didn't do it. And we didn't execute, and guys kind of rolled over and just let the game get away.
You know what it's like to win a championship. What does the Pirates team need to do to repeat as United Bowl champions in 2022?
Make sure our defense played like they did tonight, having our offense on, working on all cylinders, and once we clean up the things on special teams, we're going to be a really good team. We're going to be tough to beat.
We went on a 41-0 run. How were you guys able to blow the game open like that?
Man, like I said, man, the disrespect that we dealt with all season, man, we really just tired of it. I'm being so serious with you. We just came out and we said, you know what, man, they don't want to recognize us for everything. They don't want to give our coaches the credit that we deserve. Fuck it, we just going to turn up. We're going to turn up, we just going to go hard, and we just going to come out and play. And as you can see, man, 47-21, it speaks for itself.
You guys play them again next week. What did you do here today that you need to bring it to next week's game to finish your season with the win?
Same thing, just pressure them, force their guard to make turnovers, make them make decisions, and just keep rotations in. Pressure the ball, rotate, and keep pressuring the ball.
Talk to me about this game plan tonight, and talk to me a little bit about these two teams coming into tonight.
Well, both teams obviously coming in at 4-0, like Tiffany mentioned. It's going to be a great game. Battle of the undefeated here tonight, Oxford. But I'm looking forward very much to Oxford's run game here tonight, led by Brett Morgan, who averages 58 yards per game. Behind him is Connor Fantasia, who averages just under him at 55 yards per game. And Jordan DeLellan also averages about 38 yards per game. So it's going to be a strong run game. That's what I'll be looking forward to here tonight. And again, both teams looking to go to 5-0. And I'm hoping for a highly anticipated matchup.
What do they got to do tonight to execute that plan?
Well, they just got to do what they did last week. Again, they had the powerful run game. Anderson Ampero and obviously Angelo LaRose, who scored 4 rushing touchdowns in the win against Leicester. They're going to have to keep pretty much do what they do last week. Had a whole team effort. The defense was strong. Run game was strong. Maybe you can get a little more of the passing game in it tonight. And it's too much for last week. That'll be the key to victory against St. Paul tonight. It was a very shaky start from the get-go. He gave up 2 walks in the first inning. He eventually did calm down, but he wound up giving up bases loaded walk which let them tie the game at 1, and that was basically the end for him after just 3 2/3 innings pitched in this game. Well, the Cobras have won all 3 games against the Empire this year, but those were high-scoring games, and those were like one-score games in the end. And I'm a big believer in defense wins championships. So if the Empire want to win the championship tonight, defeat the Cobras for the first time in 2022, they're going to have to rely on that defense, and I'll be looking forward to seeing Dwayne Hollis out there, formerly of the Philadelphia Soul, here with the Empire, playing both sides of the ball. He's going to be a key factor on the Empire defense if they want to stop that high-powered Cobras offense, which, like I mentioned, has wide receiver DJ Myers, the NAL Ironman of the Year.
He's making his second rehab start for Worcester. Unfortunately for the Red Sox, however, the season will end on this Sunday. They've been eliminated from playoff contention as they've lost 7 of their last 10 games, but at least fans will be able to see pitcher Nathan Eovaldi before he goes back to Boston. We read in our pregame notes that he's looking to go back to Boston next week and make at least 2 starts over the next 2 weeks. So very, very excited to see that for Red Sox fans. And I'm excited to see him here tonight.
And again, Northern Arizona, 1 win in 2021. They clean house. Nobody from that team last year returned. Everybody's brand new, including Les Moss and Rob Keefe, who, by the way, won a championship here with the Empire in 2019. They along with former AFL wide receiver Rod Windsor is also part of that coaching staff. They have turned one of the biggest turnarounds in indoor football history. They are in the championship game